Alright, fuckers and fuckettes. As long as I got this out and I'm doing it, we're going to show you how to change a starter on an old Honda. This works on the CB, CL, SL350, works on a lot of the, hell, it worked on the CM500T, CB450. It works on an ass load of Hondas. These older ones with the front starter. Okay, first thing you need to do is loosen up your battery cable. And you can do this on the bike. You ain't got to pull the engine. I'm just going through this engine because I've already got the bitch off and I'm doing everything while I'm here. Because once it's back on, I hate getting my hands cut up. I'm getting old. I don't like that shit no more. I like doing this shit while it's still nice and easy to get to. But you don't have to pull your engine. And really, technically, or, you know, in reality, you ain't gonna cut yourself up too much at doing one of these starters on the bike. There's two 10mm bolts back here. They're located on that end of the starter. And yes, I know that's probably a 6mm thread, whatever. You know, call me a fucking redneck, but as far as I'm concerned, they're 10mm bolts because that's the goddamn socket I use. And sometimes it is a little 8mm head on it, but they're generally a 6mm thread diameter or whatever. Oh hell, there goes that phone. Hold on a minute. Okay, now I'm back. Sorry about that. The damn phone's been ringing all morning and ain't none of them got no money. Anyway, now that I got them two loose, covered that you loosen up your battery post first. And by the way, if you're doing this on the bike, don't worry about disconnecting the battery. It ain't coming through the solenoid on you. If it does, you got something bad wrong. And it ain't your starter in that case. Well, it might be, because if you got power coming through it constant, you're going to fuck some shit up and it's probably going to be the starter. Alright, now I got that loose. I just wiggle gently. Very gently. I mean, I am putting a little pressure, but not a whole lot. And that starter is out, and I'm screwed. I have the wrong starter sitting here. And this one is locked up tighter than a drum. Like I said, I'm screwed. However, I know how to get around that. Give me a minute. Oh yeah, set of brushes and clean the armature later, we back at it. Now, to get this motherfucker back in, you come over here. I gotta use one of these. Normally you'll use an impact driver and a Phillips on these old Hondas, but you know, here's another place where I'm getting old. I love these Allen head bolts, and I am not afraid to use them. Somebody's been in here before me that wasn't me. let me move on. Beef. That one will come out. That one will come out. Well, I'm going to take a pick and pick that shit out of there. I hate it when they're like that. There's a way to do that too. Y'all keep watching these videos, you're going to learn all my secrets. Well, it looks like we're going to the pliers method on these. Yep. Hold on, folks. This will take me a minute. Okay, so now that I got all these bolts loose, there is a pry point on everything Honda except for this one. Ah, there it is. Don't pry up here by your wires coming out of your stator. You'll be buying a stator if you do. A little one right down here. Gently, gently tap. Enough to make it split, because you don't want to mess up your gasket either. Okay. Don't pry. Tap this top, just a little corner. Tap a little bit over here. And by the way, when I got them screws out, I want y'all to remember, if you don't cuss loudly, that sumbitch didn't use enough Loctite on them cheap ass screws. Look at that shit right there. Fucker had a Loctite all over the shit. Actually, that looks like thread tape. That looks like that Loctite thread tape, but either way, it made it a pain in the ass to get them fuckers out of there. Now gently, I've got it a little bit loose on both. Pick you a side of your gasket, stay on that side of your gasket. gasket go all over this sumbitch too. And this section here don't go in too far. You have to take all day going around this sumbitch to where you don't mess up your gasket. Tough shit, do it. You ain't gonna find this gasket. Well, you might. Make success out of Iowa. This is the one with the alignment pin. That's the one I was looking for. I should have one more alignment pin here, and one on the bottom. Now, take your bigger screwdriver. Look at which way your gasket went. Make sure your gasket stays with the side it's staying with. I don't know why he had all this gasket glue on here. Okay, it is coming. No reason to pop this outer cover. And by the way, this stator is magnetized. Okay, now I got that loose. So, I'm ready to put my starter back in. Y'all can see that shit, right? Let me zoom in on that. Alright, when I go to put my starter back in, I go like this. I slip it in. I slip my tooth up over my thing without letting my chain slip off. And I can pop this cover back on. I'm not going to bolt the cover back on, but go on ahead while you're here. Wiggle your starter all the way in, gentle but steady pressure. It'll just pop in when it's ready. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I put a new O-ring on that starter. Anyway, there's a groove there that an O-ring goes in. If you can't see that O-ring when you pull that starter off, you shouldn't be doing this. But there we go. And this is a good time to check your starter clutch. This one seems to be working. You turn it backwards. If you turn it forward and it grabs the engine, it's doing its job. Man. Look at all that fucking gasket good. I won't put a new gasket in here anyway. I'm just going to cut one myself. Alright, holler at y'all fuckers and fuckettes later. And got my work cut out for me. So the turn's pretty good though. By the way, when you get grease on your hands like this, and your old lady got her clean pants on, don't grab her ass. She'll bitch about that shit. I ain't got them problems. I ain't got an old lady. Probably need one, but fuck, motorcycles are less maintenance. Alright, holler at y'all fuckers and fuckheads later.